Hello all and welcome to another episode of Trade of the Week. Making this video one day later than I usually would on a Sunday. But as you can imagine, we was all watching England versus Italy in the Euro final, right? Okay, a very good watch, very great match to watch. Unfortunately, the result didn't go England's way as we all would have liked it to. But more importantly, just the undertones and the racism behind three young guys that actually did miss a penalty. Okay, unfortunately, it is the time we're living in, which it shouldn't be. It's 2021, and this shouldn't even be a topic no more. But it is still very, I mean, yeah, it's very evident of the racism that we are kind of facing in 2021 still. So it's crazy to think that in this day and age where everything's so diverse and everyone's kind of integrated into various systems and everything else, that it is still such a big issue. Okay, so I won't get too much into that because we all know the issue. I mean, I hope so that a lot of us do know the issue, but there's a select few that decide that yeah, they don't want to carry on with it. They do want to carry on with the divide. They just don't want to respect um, certain ethnicities, and yeah, it's crazy to think that it is 2021 and this is still very rife. So I won't talk too much about it on this session because we are here for trading, but I just wanted to kind of point that out. And if you are someone that has been affected by this, I'll just say definitely keep your head up and let those people who want to be ignorant about it and disregard the matter of some lives is yeah, just there's nothing more to say about it. We'll leave it for now. But I hope if you are one of those people who are very triggered by it and have been affected by it, then definitely just keep your head up. I am a young black male myself, and I am very aware of what's going on out there and have kind of experienced many things in my lifetime. But I just bounce from it. I just use it as my motivation to do even better. Okay, so keep your head up, young kings, and keep doing your thing. Okay, so let's move on to the trading because that's what we're here for, right? Okay, so your NZD, my trade of the week specifically. It didn't go exactly as planned, how I wanted it to actually play out. Okay, but we managed to get an entry still. We managed to still work our way in there. Okay, so this was the end result of that specific trade. Okay, so print screen July the 8th, so 2 days later. Okay, so the AUD news last week was actually it was brilliant. It was brilliant because by Tuesday, Wednesday, it was basically done. Okay, Tuesday, Wednesday was done for the week. Well, most people in the team anyway. Okay, so it was a beautiful trade. So there was Euro NZD, Euro AUD, Euro CAD, NZD JPY, and USD CAD as well. So there's five trades there that in total, if you actually managed to catch them on their moves on that Tuesday, Wednesday, it was when I calculated, it's about 1,600 pips. Okay, and that's only just putting in one trade. If you twin traded it, you could double that. Okay, so very very clean moves, very clean moves. Okay, so we'll get into that in due time. Again, you can see here, okay, on our chart markups, and yeah, everyone's really happy when I actually posted that on the day. I think this was the Tuesday or the Wednesday, and yeah, you can see people are very happy. There was like snack, you're at NZD. We managed to capture it in and around here. Very very clean catch because once it took off, it took off. Okay, if you kind of missed it, you missed it. I'm sorry. But yeah, so we managed to catch a very clean trades. So Tuesday, Wednesday was kind of done. NZD okay, didn't quite reach as high as I wanted it to initially, but we know how to adapt into the smaller time frames and take trades. So that's something else we'll be coming into. Okay, other trades that happened for the week. Okay, so that Euro CAD, it was one of the trades that actually missed my initial entry that I wanted down here about the 46.20 level, and kind of missed it. So I went into the smaller time frames, adapted, and then kind of managed to catch the rocket taking off. So kind of twin traded that, very clean trade, and yeah, took profits quite quickly because again the saying is if it's fast it won't last. Okay, so took 80% off the table of one trade, left the full amount on the second one, and then I saw the price action. I was thinking it's going to come back, so I thought, you know, let me take everything off the table. Let me not be greedy because again, if it's fast, it won't last. So EuroCAD, very I won't say clean trade, but I managed to get in there, ride the wave. Okay, the next one, NZD JPY, as you saw. Okay, it didn't quite go as high as I wanted it to initially, but we had to adapt, right? So took that, read it down, okay, back into our 75.90 level. Okay, I put 44 there because 44 is my favorite number. When I used to play football, that was my number. Okay, so just wanted to do that, but we didn't quite reach it. But as the price is sitting right now, we are riding back up. But that was my trade, okay, that I managed to take down in there, just actually understanding what I wanted to see on a daily, and we actually did reach it quite comfortably. So another trade of the week for me. Okay, it was very nice. I liked it. Very clean trade. Okay, and then coming into Euro USD. overall, when did I print screen this? July the 1st. Damn, that was a long time ago. Okay, but overall, we wanted to see price come into this demand area and then potentially shift up again. Okay, I'm not sure if you guys remember from about a month ago or 2 months ago, maybe. I'm losing track of times these days. But we had this monthly low in here that we tapped into and just read it for the rest of the month. And then, yeah, we started pulling back into the demand zone. And I do still want price to come up into here. Again, if you've been watching my videos for a significant amount of times, then you already know how I talk about the 20s, the 50s, and the 80s in the charts. So when we see 29, 22,950, that's a very nice number. And what does it so coincidentally lead up to? Yeah, you already know what I'm trying to point at. So it just makes it very interesting. So when I was looking at this, I was thinking, can we potentially come into one of these areas and then go? So we tapped into another entry that I missed from the point I wanted to take it to exactly. Okay, this is print screened about an hour or two ago, just before I started getting ready to make this video. Missed my initial entry, but we've got one from here. Okay, again, just market execution, take it straight up. Okay, so we're in this area now. Okay, so I'm just very curious to see how this area is going to play because we expect on Tuesdays and Wednesdays to be our best trading days for other reasons. I wouldn't kind of classify on this because it's not fair for my clients that actually do come on board to pay for this kind of knowledge. But on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we expect something in and around here to happen. Okay, so I'll be waiting for tomorrow to see exactly if it is going to happen and then get a better trade to see if we can actually kind of take this bad boy back down. Okay, because yeah, there's specific reasons why we want to take it back down, and then from there, who knows, we blast off for the rest of the year. Okay, so you saw the other one already, GU, very clean trade. Just tapped into. Finally, I didn't miss one. Okay, finally tapped into this area that I was very interested in, and then from there it was just kind of go time. It took some time to fully take off, but we're still within that region, just held. And again, I took the print screen of this about an hour ago or so, just before I needed to make this video, just preparing for making this video, obviously. So we tapped into here, and then we start rising, and we're kind of holding at a very interesting level, just like Euro USD right now. Okay, so we'll see how things develop by tomorrow. Okay, yeah, this is just that confirmation when I send it to the team to basically potentially get in. We still do want price action down here, as you can see, 7,600, 117,600. Okay, so again, where we're sitting right now, okay, this print was taken before, but let's go back to Euro USD, which was, where's Euro USD gone? Yeah, so we're sitting back at this zone. Obviously, when I took this print screen, we had every intention of coming back up into here and then potentially dropping again to come into our H4 candle and then riding it back up into the day, as I've shown you on here. So that's the area that was in for Euro USD. Very good trade so far, and I'm just curious to see how it's going to develop moving into tomorrow, London session, New York session, and then can we get that trade that we kind of want? If it doesn't happen, I'm already in a buy to keep riding all the way up. So we'll see how this develops by tomorrow morning, and then yeah, hopefully it'll be another great week. Okay, so those are my trades that I've been very interested in and took the previous week. Okay, EURNZD obviously being the trade of the week specifically for me. Very clean, not very clean because we didn't get the entry exactly how we wanted it to. Was risking about here, I think it was 6 or 8 pips, and here about 15 pips. Okay, but we didn't manage to get entry until about here. As you can see, I just want to show more kind of student stuff because sometimes it's just always me showing my thing. So I thought, you know what, let's just show how we're getting snacks, as you can see. Very kind of clean entry. Okay, it's not exactly how we wanted it to plan out, but boom, managed to catch it. Okay, so a couple other people on the team caught that too. Okay, as you can see, one was talking like EN, E8, NJ. I mean, at the time it was free, but now there's like 20 or 15 and fire emojis in there. Okay, so very, very clean trades. And then another one that got sent today by another person. Okay, so gold. Okay, again, like I said, I want to show more of my client slash student charts right now because yeah, when it's just me, people just believe it's just me that's just taking trades and no one else is learning or making money or I don't know what it is, but you know how you know how toxic the YouTube community is. Everyone's always trying to find a way to say you're a scammer or people are not learning or you're just taking people's money or you're a fraud. I don't know. I don't me for me personally, I don't care about that stuff, but apparently I need to make it evident that other people are actually eating. I don't see why, but if that's what needs to be shown, then that's what needs to be shown. But yeah, we all know people that just want to be negative for no reason, as we could clearly see from the England match yesterday. People just always finding a way to be angry at someone else except for themselves. And unfortunately, we all know it's because they've got deep lying issues. They're angry at themselves, but they want to vent it and take it out on other people. Okay, so in the trading community, there's many people that are not successful or don't know how to trade and not profitable or not doing something right, and they need some help, but they don't want to ask for help. Okay, so what would they rather do? They'd rather find people's YouTube channel that's trying to help people for free and then give them hate. And I never understood that logic, because no one asked you to find my YouTube channel and no one asked you to watch my video and no one asked you to comment. But for some reason, on the YouTube community, I see it happen to various traders, and I rate a lot of traders on YouTube. Okay, people are sharing so much content and so much value for free. They don't have to do it. They just put it out there. They say, look, I'm sharing this content for free. Whoever watches it, watches it. But for some reason, some people feel entitled to go into their YouTube channel and comment some negative stuff. And I never understood the logic. Like, if you don't like it, just go away. Don't watch it. Okay, watch something else. No one asked you to go with it. But there's people actually giving great value. There's so many great traders on YouTube giving content for free, and people still have the nerve to demand that they do certain things for them. Like, it's I'm not even going to get worked up or angry about it, but it just amazes me that some people feel entitled to that extent. Like, someone's giving you something for free and you're still demanding from them. Like, it's crazy. But anyway, yeah, very great trade here for Malaya. Okay, very, very great trade. She was up at 1 in the morning. As you can see, we don't sleep. Okay, so up in the morning, print screen this, and then by the next day, again, what time is this? 3 o'clock. Okay, and then the trade has played out quite nicely. Boom, nice. Okay, taking on liquidity there, taking on liquidity there. So weekly objectives are starting to get set, and then yeah, we see it coming down to a very interesting area. So now let's flip into our charts. Okay, so that's EURNZD now, what I was talking about before. Okay, so let's flip into our charts with that gold trade that you just saw. Okay, as you can see, I've got my alert here. The price is starting to shift off again from it, but we already know we expect it to kind of happen on a Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm still very curious to see if we could drop into this area here, 1787.50. If we could come into here, we missed it last week. We came into this one, we had to adapt and get the buys into here, but we're still floating around this area. So we're currently creating liquidity here and here, and we still haven't touched this area here. So I'm watching this very closely just to see, can we still come into here, make our weekly low, and then rise up? Okay, if not, there's still this level down here we was curious about last week. Okay, so I'm starting to look at this thinking, is it a distribution? It starts to have that distribution shape, right? So if it does come down into here, I will not be surprised one bit. Okay, would I be complaining if it comes down into there? Hell no, because what does that mean? We get to make more money. We get to take, I mean, from where it is right now, if we dropped, okay, that's about 400 pips or so. Okay, would you be complaining about making about another 400 pips? No. Okay, so when we look at this overall, okay, I start seeing a whole accumulation happening from here. Okay, this is a whole accumulation phase. We've got the PSY, our selling climax, our automatic rally, secondary testing phase B, okay, which then the spring took out the liquidity from that side. And then we had our test, which is a beautiful entry. And again, if you just, I'll let you, again, just understand what I'm saying about Tuesdays, Wednesdays being the best days to trade. You could do your own back testing and understand what day this happened and what day this happened. Okay, so boom, we start rising from there. And then, yeah, we've got all of our LPSYs done. LPS, should I say? LPSY is basically when you're selling. This accumulation, so wrong way around. Okay, so we get that. So I'm just wondering, can we get one more push from here tomorrow, potentially, and then continue into our phase of being balanced all along? Okay, coming to 1900. So that's what I'm looking at potentially. We've got a whole accumulation going on here. I'm just very curious to see exactly by tomorrow, London session, New York session, if we are going to tap into this area and then continue going. If not, then we'll play from one of these areas. Again, we already know about our remorse candles, IPAs, and we'll see if we could play off one of those levels. Okay, when we look at our quarter point chart, okay, we're just floating around 1800 a lot. Okay, floating around 1800 a lot. And I'm just wondering the decisive move, if it's going to come all the way back down and break totally and then come back up, or is it going to stay above there now that we've broken back up again and then head to our next quarter point, which is 1900. Okay, if you recognize the other chart why I had 1900 marked out, okay, 1850 and 1900s, then yeah, if you're paying attention, you'd have noticed it a little bit. But yeah, we've got those two levels right now. And if you understand quarter points, and again, okay, just talking about last week and why I wanted to take that trade as well. Okay, boom, 1750. Again, you could do your back test on why we took that trade on what day it was, and why we took this trade on what day it was. Okay, very clean of our quarter point charts. Okay, so with gold right now, again, I'm just going to be patient, wait for it to potentially do something by tomorrow. and see if we could get that entry. Okay, with other ones I didn't show you of the trade, it was EURNZD, and this is one I did not print screen. Okay, but very clean trade, very clean trade. Okay, as soon as market open again, and again you could back test and understand what day this happened. Okay, I'm giving you so many clues in this video. Just back test what day this happened and why those days are probably the best days to trade. Okay, but anyway, how the week opened up was looking at this 4-hour candle here. Okay, looking at that 4-hour candle there. Ask ourselves, as we always do, can we get a better risk to reward ratio? The only reason we go down to smaller time frames is to get a better risk to reward ratio. If you're happy with, okay, if you're happy with 30 pip stop, by all means, go ahead and do it. Okay, I mean, I don't mind it that much. It depends what pair it is. Okay, if it's EURUSD, I mean, EURUSD, you shouldn't need more than a 10 pip stop anyway. But if you're happy with 20, 30 pips, by all means, just do it. But how do I do it? I say, cool, highlight that area. I break down the time frame. So we just went from the 4-hour to the 2-hour. So I'll half it. Okay, on the 2-hour, I can see there's that candle there. I'm like, all right, nice. What would the stop now be if I entered here? If I entered here, 16 pips. So we've automatically halved our stop loss. Okay, I go to the 1-hour. I see this. I'm like, the 1-hour still okay, but it's still looking about the same. So I'm like, cool. Can I half it again? 30-minute. And the 30-minute, I see this little candle here. I see our remorse area. I'm like, all right, looks nice. Go into the 15-minute, and the 15-minute, boom, cleans everything up. So when I mark that as a 15-minute, we've got IPA in this area. We understand what we're looking for. So when I go back to this and I look at it with broken market structure, we've done all sorts. Okay, I could say, yeah, I'll be more than happy for price to come back up into this area. We've got liquidity created. We've got our entry now set. We've broken structure. We're seeing various things. If we do break past here, then I say, cool, these are my ultimate areas that I do actually want to take a trade from. If it comes down here, even better. If it doesn't, we focus on what's in front of us. Okay, so price keeps doing its thing, The days of the weeks are going past, blah, blah, blah. Okay, create more liquidity after we've just taken this one out. Create more liquidity over here. Okay, come back up into the zone, fill some IPA. Okay, tap up into it, clear this liquidity. Now this is a new liquidity. We're doing our thing, come back up into clear more IPA. Okay, doing that. It's floating now, made new highs. We still haven't come back into here. So I'm just waiting for it. Now you've created even more liquidity over here. So I'm just like, cool, you keep doing your thing. And then we keep going. As you can see, this whole thing is playing out. Again, why did I play it this slow? You can see this shape. Every time this shape starts to form, we know we're distributing. It's just a matter of time before we get a tap back into one of our demand zones. Okay, so this is a very nice demand zone through here. So we already knew at some point we was going to get this demand supply in and around this area. Boom, and we get that entry. Okay, pinpoint, 15-minute, taps into it. We're good to go. So this is one I don't unfortunately have a print screen of. Okay, closed it earlier than I usually would. Okay, but very clean trade. Okay, and I don't usually like to show this because, again, like I said, the YouTube community is very toxic, right? If you didn't print screen it, apparently you didn't make no money or you didn't take it. Okay, so not one I wanted to show, but it's reminding me. I was like, I actually like that trade. Okay, very clean trade. Again, you can see what print screen was it? Okay, I don't know what print screen it was now. Okay, but yeah, you can see why we said EN, EA, NJ in there. Okay, because those were very clean. Okay, very clean trades. Okay, so yeah, one of my favorites for the week as well. Again, it was just so clean. It was just so clean. Okay, and now this is where we are. So as this week opens, I'm going to be investigating this a little bit more because this is one of the first times I actually looked at my chart since the Friday. I've been busy all weekend. Had a new kind of company launch, which you guys will see more of in due time. But yeah, this is the first time I'm looking at my charts for the week. So I'm just gonna mark on my charts in due time and then see what's happening for this week. And again, I'm not that fussed about trading on Mondays. Yes, you can catch some moves, but the true moves, like I said, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, you will find those moves. Okay, so we'll see how that goes. And yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But that's what I really wanted to share for today. I do hope you have a great week ahead of you. Okay, I hope you have a profitable one. And as usual, stay positive and keep doing what you're doing. Keep grinding. And like I said, all those dreams that you do have, they will come into play and you will achieve them one day before you have to make new goals and keep leveling up. The grind does not stop. We keep learning, we keep leveling up, and we keep going. So until next time, I hope you have a great week and I'll catch you soon.